From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the New York Jets. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Returnable here for Davis. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
First down.
And that's definitely the way you get things started. That's the way it was drawn up in the locker room, in pregame, and everything. And they got it done right away, running the ball for a big game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
First down.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. The give is to Bell. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of carry there by Le'Veon Bell. He's just trying to get back to the form he exhibited in Pittsburgh when he was one of the top backs in the NFL. In 2019, though, no games over 100 yards rushing, and only 3 games with 20 or more carries. The more he touches it, the more effective he is.
It's a gain.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
At the 5-yard line.
Here's Frank Gore, the veteran who sits 3rd all-time in rush yards. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. 1st and goal from the 3. They'll try and run it in with Bell. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They'll try again with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
New York.
Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
Is good.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25.
5-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
To go.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
Mahomes going to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City.
Formation for the Chiefs.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save? That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
And this is going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's Hardman to return. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
The ball carrier.
Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
Avery Williamson. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And his throw here is incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that'll make it third down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over first and 10.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Ball carrier.
Le'Veon Bell. 88 yards. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front, because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 29-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Chiefs, nothing.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
10 at the 42-yard line.
Mahomes now on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On second down now, it's Hines. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
At the 11-yard line.
They run with Hines. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
The tackle.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Right here.
On second down, it's Hines. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Buying and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
14, Chiefs 7. Harrison Butker.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
21 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues.
4 yards on the pickup.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Darnold completes it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
The defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On second down now, it's Bell, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Alex Okafor on
the Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now here's a whistle as flags come in, and we'll check out the call. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, third and long. After the penalty, it's Bell. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Marr is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
On first down, Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
On second down, it's Bell.
The Chiefs.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
On the carry.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Third down.
On third down, here's Bell. And they snap him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 37. Marr able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Super Bowl champs trailing here, but they will get the ball first to begin quarter number 3. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
9-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
3rd down and 4.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
7-yard line.
Back to the air, Darnold on second down. It's complete. It's Gore. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
At their own 6-yard
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Pierre Desir. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
1st and 10.
That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll go again with Bell. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. A give to Bell. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This from 25 yards out. The kick by Maher is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said does. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He's back to throw here to start the drive. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is Hines. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
The tackle made by Jordan Willis. It's a gain of 5.
2nd and 5 now. Mahomes completes it to Hardman. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes rolling to his left. Now he'll pull it down and able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
on 2nd down now. It's Hines, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with Hines, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Nyheim Hines hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, and the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage. You put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Again, it's Bell. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, Bell. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. The sack by Jordan Willis. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now it's Hines. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a third and still about 12 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
15.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
And Ripple is.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Over 1st and 10.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Play. 2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bell. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Le'Veon Bell, the ball.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Call that a 48-yard punt and made even better by a loss on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Henry Anderson, big man from Stanford, there for the stop.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked by Pierre Desir. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
49-yard
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Here's the Jets punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. To throw is Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 61 yards. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now Mahomes. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Back to throw. Mahomes. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Check pass.
Mahomes to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They had the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll try the right side with Bell. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At
2nd and 10. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Frank Clark able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And, of course, this win